So hi everybody. Uh, Actually, before coming on stage, I was reflecting when we started Thunder. I always thought ourselves as more of outsiders, and now being invited to speak in the Arab Federation of Exchanges, it gives me a lot of honor. And actually, it's it it speaks a lot to how progressive and how the level of support that we have been getting and receiving since we launched back in 2020. So Thunder is the easiest way to invest in stocks, golds, and mutual funds in Egypt and hopefully in the Middle East and North Africa. This is what we want to achieve. My name is Ahmed Hamouda. I am one of the co-founders at Thunder, and I'm the CEO. I started finance, did my CFA, did investment banking for 8 years, then joined Uber, got promoted to general manager Uber Egypt during 2019 and 2018 and 2019 until end of 2019 when me and my co-founder and the co-founding team members decided to do Thunder. Our vision is very simple. We want to democratize investing. Everyone should be investing regardless of your wallet size, regardless of your background. And this is what we're trying to do. At the end of the day, at the end of every month, 10 to 20% of your income should be allocated towards savings slash investing. And this is what we're trying to do. The gap is obvious, very low financial literacy. No one taught us at school how to manage our finances. Irrelevant uh, offerings in terms of not built for everyday individuals, but rather built for experts, those with financial backgrounds, and fragmented offerings. So you need to download an app to invest in stocks. You need to go to the banks to invest in mutual funds. You don't have a one-stop shop where you can have exposure to the different investment products. And then the opportunity is huge. So it's a very big, homogeneous region, one language, very similar culture, with very low investing penetration. I think in Mr. Rami El-Dukani's presentation, he mentioned 12 million investors, which is like 3% of the population. If you compare it to a market like the US, 20% of the population in the US have stock ownership compared to only 3% in our region. Yet it's fundamentally ready in terms of smartphone penetration, in terms of age, and so on. Our solution actually caters to everyday individuals. So one, it is the Thunder, the accessibility or the connectivity, which is Thunder, a very easy to use platform, very easy to navigate, very easy account opening, very easy account funding, and access to investment supermarket. So this is the connectivity piece, but we also complement this with an information piece. So it's one thing that I make it very easy for you to invest, and it's another thing that I complement you with all the information, all the insights you need to actually make the right smart investment decisions, which is our Rumble is our second or brand. It starts with a daily newsletter, a learned platform, and a licensed recommendation platform tells you what exposure to take, what assets to buy, and when to sell. Our traction in Egypt has been very good over the last 3 years. So currently we account for 30% of the trades in the Egyptian stock markets come through Thunder, and 11% of the value. We're number one in terms of value and volume as of last quarter. We're one of the most innovative brokerage houses according to EGX. I was happy to meet with the chairman this morning. And we're one of the top 50 fintechs according to Forbes. If you look at this growth, this is a function of changing behavior because, again, as we mentioned, it's not something that we've been used to. It takes a lot of education, a lot of efforts to actually change this culture. And then during last year, with the high inflation, with the devaluation, we're at the right place, at the right time, with the right product, with the right educational material, and this is the growth rate that we have seen last year. If you look, like to zoom in our numbers, so only during last year, our downloads and my co-founder, he likes to refer to it as impacted lives, increased 3 times from 1 million to 3 million. Retained funded accounts are those users who have stocks, cash, or certificates increased from 53,000 to almost 185,000 retained account. Net deposits grew from 650 million Egyptian pounds to 5.7 billion Egyptian pounds over last year. Number of trades, Q1 2023, we did, or our investors did 1 million trades during the quarter. Q1 2024, they did 5 million trades. Q1 2023, they did 6 billion Egyptian pounds of trading. Q1 2024, they did more than 50 billion Egyptian pounds worth of trading. Our team is, we combine technology and financial services. So me and my co-founder, we used to do Uber and we did investment banking, and we have a team of more than 250 who have this diverse background. We raised more than $22 million. Our backers include Tiger Global, one of the investors in Facebook, Alibaba, Naspers or Process, the biggest investor in Africa, and all the biggest regional investors, Beko, Global Ventures, and so on. Our mission is very simple and it's two-folded, and I think we've been talking about this today. So from one angle, we want to transform a very consumption-driven economy that spends like there is no tomorrow into an investment-first mindset. So this is our thesis. You get your salary, you allocate 10 to 20% towards investing, towards paying yourself, towards paying your future, and then you spend the rest. So more people are investing, more people are building wealth. But not only this, we're very, very strong about promoting local investment products. So not only the wealth building on the investors' side, but also democratizing access to liquidity. I know I've been talking about this. And the example that we always use, it took Apple 4 years to go public. It took Amazon 4 years to go public. So as an investor, I was able to build wealth with Apple and Amazon since their 4th year. But also when you think about the founders and the management of Apple and Amazon, they had access to public liquidity since their 4th years to finance their dreams, their plans, their mistakes. This is why Amazon is Amazon, Apple is Apple, the US is the US. And if we are to follow with all the very ambitious visions in our region, we have to have this functioning ecosystem where more people are saving, and those savings are financing the region's exciting investment opportunities. And like these are some of the, in my point of view, the very promising startups and our dream that our investor savings finance the next Amazon and Tesla of our region. Our impact in Egypt, we're very, very proud about our impact in Egypt. So we got our license in 2020, first license to be issued in Egypt since 2008. And since then, we embarked on a lot of educational efforts, from like partnering with content creators to having simulators to doing collabs with universities, B2B. And if you look at the average daily traded value over the last, since 2006, 2020, and then over the last 4 years, we like to believe that along with all the efforts by the FRA, by the EGX, by MCDR, we actually contributed to the evolution of, or the growth in the overall liquidity in the Egyptian stock market. We really, really believe in the potential and the opportunity of our local markets. We're not another investment platform that is making it easy for you to invest in international markets. We are this investment platform that is promoting local investment opportunities, that believe in the very unique opportunity that those markets present. If you look at our numbers, 84% of our investors are first-time investors. The first time they actually invested in the stock market was through Thndr, and 65% come from cities outside of Cairo. Before Thndr, according to the chairman of the EGX, the average age of the investors was between 45 and 50. The average age on Thndr is 30 years old, and the most repeated age is actually 22 years old. 8% is not a number that we're proud of, but when we started, the participation of women investors was 3%, and now it's up to 8%, and I think we will not be satisfied until this number reaches 50%. I've also seen Dr. Sameh Turgoman this morning, and Mr. Muhammad Al-Balla was talking about how he pioneered the feed and the numbers. He also pioneered investing in gold in Egypt, and we contribute to 35% of this fund. The last IPO in Egypt, 45% of the orders came through Thndr. This is our dream in 10 years. We would love to connect our investors to all the local stock markets in Middle East and North Africa. We want to complement this with an information gateway through Rumble. So it's not only the connectivity, it's also the access to information. And once we do that, we would love to build an APIs gateway across the region so that the likes of Robinhood and the international brokerage houses can actually allow their users to have access to our local markets. And this is hopefully our 10 years vision, plus complementing their the experience of our users with other financial services on the platform. Thank you so much for giving me the time, and I hope I didn't speak too fast.